In its sixth decade of supporting space exploration, Boeing continues its journey to and through the final frontier, with Starliner's crewed flights to and from the International Space Station. In 1962, Boeing opened in Alabama with one challenge, and a giant leap from aviation, you might say, to help take mankind to the moon. Since those early years, experience, innovation, and commitment sparked the development of new products and capabilities, which fostered generations of engineers, scientists, and technicians. They not only put the first man on the moon, but also helped to develop the lunar rover, space labs, and the first on-orbit International Space Station. Boeing and its heritage companies built every part of the massive Saturn V rocket that took humans to the moon as part of the Apollo program. Today, Boeing is supporting NASA's efforts to take humans back to the moon once again and beyond as part of the Artemis program. Boeing was selected by NASA to design, develop, test, and produce the core stages, upper stages, and avionics suite for the nation's next generation rocket. You know it as the Space Launch System, or SLS rocket. It will transport people and cargo beyond Earth's orbit, enabling NASA's Artemis program missions to the Moon and Mars. NASA's SLS rocket is the only proven deep space optimized super heavy lift rocket built to carry astronauts and cargo farther and faster than any rocket in history. SLS's unmatched capabilities will deliver a human-rated spacecraft, habitats, and science missions to the Moon, Mars, and beyond. Moving forward, the Exploration Upper Stage, or EUS, will enable the full use of the SLS rocket. EUS will replace the Interim Cryogenic Propulsion System, or ICPS, and provide the in-space propulsion needed through translunar injection to send crewed spacecraft and co-manifested or large cargo shipments to sustain human exploration. The International Space Station serves as the crown jewel of human exploration. Operating 24/7 for the last 25 years in low Earth orbit, the ISS has been a permanent home for astronauts around the world since November of 2000. It's currently on track to continue operating through at least 2030. The orbiting laboratory has everything a crew needs to safely conduct a wide range of science for government and commercial interest, while teaching astronauts how to handle the demands of long-duration spaceflight. Boeing subsidiary SpectroLab is the world's leading supplier of the highest efficiency multi-junction solar cells for spacecraft power systems. SpectroLab's panels power some of the highest profile missions in space, from the Moon to Mars and Jupiter, but they also run humanity's longest sustained power in space aboard the ISS. Of course, Starliner only gets to the space station with a push from the mighty Atlas V rocket, built by United Launch Alliance. ULA is a joint venture between Boeing and Lockheed Martin. Leveraging a legacy of perfect mission success, it's launched more than 150 rockets all around the solar system. While Starliner's missions on the Atlas V rocket will continue to the ISS in the near future, our spacecraft will also be able to dock with other planned LEO destinations, like Orbital Reef. Envisioned to be the privately owned heir to the ISS, Orbital Reef features larger modules and a design that incorporates lessons learned from the space station to house professional astronauts and researchers from around the world. Boeing is working with Blue Origin on the development of Orbital Reef. Boeing's space portfolio doesn't end with exploration. It also includes providing unique space systems tailored to the needs of the U.S. Space Force and other government customers, with capabilities such as resilient and reliable satellite communication systems to connect our troops and allies in conflict. When it comes to connecting the world, Boeing is also delivering first-of-its-kind technology on commercial satellites that are transforming the way people think about connectivity. Boeing subsidiary Millennium Space Systems is delivering high-performance small satellites which support national security missions that require rapid timelines and high mission assurance. Coupled with Boeing's production scale, we are deploying mission-relevant capabilities in all orbits. Also escaping Earth's gravity, but with the ability to return, the X-37B reusable spaceplane represents the pinnacle of public-private partnership. The Boeing-built orbital test vehicle has fundamentally redefined aerospace development, driven safety advancements for the entire industry, and demonstrated performance breakthroughs that will deliver benefits for decades to come. From Mercury, Gemini, and Apollo to sustainable Starliner operations, Boeing is forever committed to humanity's curiosity, science, and responsibility outside of Earth's atmosphere.